So the YouTube family, so I'm back at the original spot where I used to have my WR like 4 years ago. This is basically where I did my review. I did my review over there last time, and I also used to do my stunting, which was on the hill up there, which I will be doing a secondary video in a bit, in a bit it'll be another video. I'll be practicing the wheelies on a new bike. So I did another review on the Sinnis Apache, the 125. I basically did a review after having the bike for a week. Told you what I thought of the bike, well basically my first opinions on it and everything, my first thoughts on it, and I thought I would do a continued review on it, basically a second review after owning it. I've owned it for about 4 months now, or 3 to 4 months, and obviously I'm going to tell you some of the problems I've had with it, some of the little flaws with it, and some of the things that could be upgraded. Obviously Sinnis Apache has released it, well Sinnis has released a new Apache, which is the SMR. That's coming out later on this year, and it looks absolutely brilliant. This is a picture of it. But yeah, I've got the Sinnis Apache 125, the 14 plate model. Obviously it's 2017 now, and I've got a 14 plate, it's going well. It's only done about 7,000 miles. Yeah, so if you've not seen it before, this is my bike, Sinnis Apache 125. Apologies for the muck and rust and stuff on it. I need to do a service on it, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. As you can see, there's a couple of blue parts on it, and there's some blue paint coming off. That is because of basically it's been winter and the crappy weather and all the salt and everything on the roads. It just chips away at the paint, which I put on. I didn't actually put any lacquer on, which I will be doing now. But yeah, Sinnis Apache 125, Supermoto. I believe it's 17-inch wheels. You've got Supermoto on the front and the back. They do actually do an Apache blade, which is more of an enduro style, so the bigger wheels, knobbly wheels. But to be honest with you, I prefer Supermoto. You can still go off-road on it, which I will be doing. And you can obviously have fun on the roads with it. So, I've had it for 3 months now. Originally, I said that I think it were a brilliant bike, and I actually stand by that. I do think it is a brilliant bike. There's a couple of flaws with it, which you could do with upgrading yourself. One of the first things which I would say to upgrade is upgrade the bars. I've painted these, as you can see, like I said, the paint's coming off, but I'm going to be upgrading the bars anyway. These are standard bars. What I would say is get some risers, so I'm going to be getting some risers anyway. Get some risers and get some fat Renful type of bars, bring it up a little bit, it'll be so much more comfortable. I did that with WR, and it improves the riding in so much, it's just so much easier to handle it around. But the stock bars on there are decent, especially where they've got this clamp going across for, like, even basically if you drop the bike, it gives you more support. They are decent bars, but it could do with being a little bit higher. The standard mirrors on them are absolutely shite. So I've upgraded my mirrors to these ones I got off for Amazon for like 10 quid. And the next thing I would say is upgrade your levers. These levers are stock levers. I cut them off and put some tape around the ends of them just for keeping my hands warm in winter. I have ordered some shorter levers, some adjustable ones. And I've actually ordered ones where it's actually got a brand new, brand new master cylinder. There's actually a cylinder on the left hand side as well on the clutch. And the reason for that is the cable clutch of the Sinnis is decent. It does its job. But a hydraulic clutch is so much better. So what I'm actually going to be doing is converting this to a hydraulic clutch, and what that does is it actually changes. You obviously have a cylinder on top of here, just like you do on your reservoir. You have a reservoir here as well. Comes down the same as usual, and on here, instead of it being a cable pulley system, all it is like a hydraulic thing. So yeah, so basically, the review itself, it is a good bike. It is a really good bike. It's the speed I've got out of it, and it is stock. I have actually got like a new rear and front sprocket kit. I've actually got one which I've got a lower teeth down at the bottom and a higher tooth at the front, just giving it more power to the wheels, lower end torque. But stock speed, it says 60 there, and it starts going into the red, but you will get 70 out of it, and you'll still be at about 8,000 or 9,000 revs. So you can like cruise around at 60, 65 and be perfectly fine. I have kind of maxed it out before, and I've got 74 out of it, so it has got a bit of speed out of it, but I wouldn't recommend running it that fast all the time. So the next thing, the brakes the brakes. The front brake is obviously a twin pop, and it is absolutely brilliant. I've never had to refill that reservoir whatsoever. It does the job, it stops you straight away. It's really good stopping power. The rear brake, however, I don't know if it's just because of my bike. I am going to be buying a new cylinder. Well, basically a new caliper, I mean. I'm going to be buying a new caliper because I don't know if it's just for caliper. But the rear brake reservoir, I hate how your reservoir at the top is like a proper reservoir. Usually, like a WR, you'll have like a pot, like on most bikes. This isn't. That's what it looks like. You've got a lower level and your upper level is about here. And I can safely say my brake fluid runs out really quick. There isn't that much room for you to put enough brake fluid in there. So I think I'm going to be upgrading that to like a WR one anyway, so you've got a port so you can put more brake fluid in it, because I'm having to bleed it every 2 months and redo it basically. Well, not even every 2 months, every month I'm redoing it. So the rear brake caliper, it's a single pop, it does its job, it is good, but I think something is wrong with this because there just isn't enough brake fluid in there. Obviously your engine, it's a 4-stroke engine, single cylinder. You can obviously upgrade your oil filter in there to like a metal mesh. As far as oil levels go, it's really good on oil. I know quite a lot of bikes actually drink 4-stroke oil really quickly. This doesn't, it seems to be alright. The thing I would say is with your standard bike, you don't get an NGK spark plug cap and you don't get an NGK spark plug. So what you want to do is upgrade your spark plug to an iridium spark plug, and you also want to get an NGK spark plug cap. It just means, I don't know, it just starts so much easier. It starts when it's colder. It's better for the bike anyway. So obviously, as you can see, it's got a different exhaust standard. Usually you'd have like a silvery type of chrome colour, and they rust so quickly. And the rear part of the exhaust, that rusts really good. That rusts really bad as well. So when I bought the bike, obviously it had the upgrade, which is really good. It's got basically a full Lextech exhaust system. It's got the baffle taken out of it, so it is a lot louder. If you do have a baffle in it, it's still loud, but I like a supermoto to sound like a supermoto. And obviously the front downpipe, there's no cat in it whatsoever, it's a straight through system. I know you can get a depth pipe, but there's this big bloody block here, I don't like it, no point. And obviously I've got heat wrapped around it, it just looks better, and it, to be honest with you, it keeps overheating it. The other upgrade, what I would say, is you can obviously upgrade your pilot jets and your main jets in there. If you do that, then obviously you're going to have to upgrade your filter. I would keep this filter though, don't upgrade to one of those little crappy K&N cone filters. Keep the stock filter box, but you can obviously get a high flow filter which goes in there like from a Yamaha TTR, and it will fit. So they're the main upgrades that I would do. If you upgrade obviously your carb, you have to mess around with a load of stuff. So I mean, it is a Mikuni carb, so it is actually decent. But you can obviously upgrade all your jets and that, and upgrade all your main jets and your valves and everything like that as well. So, as a standard bike, it's actually a really, really good bike. Obviously, you can do stuff like add sport wraps, add rim tape, change the colour of certain parts, which I will be doing. Obviously, with it being wet winter, the weather just removes shit all the time. So, yeah, it's annoying. But, as standard, you do actually have LED indicators. A lot of bikes now, like, because it's coming up, well, because it's later on in time, like 2015, 16, 17, they will all have LED bulbs, LED indicators, which is really good because they last longer. They're a lot brighter. If I turn it on, that's not my indicator. They're a lot brighter, especially at night. Obviously, I've got mud on the front. I've got a receipt for Morrison's. Yeah, but the front stock headlight is decent. But I would upgrade it definitely. I mean, I've got a pure white headlight on there, but it's a high beam. Obviously, you can't see it as good as it would be at night, but it's definitely worth upgrading the stock headlight. The next thing, the horn in it's decent, does its job, but I would upgrade it to a higher pitch horn, or just a louder horn. And yeah, basically, it's a really good bike from stock anyway. It does its job. You can cruise at 60-65. You have got torque in there, you can wheel it and everything, but there's a few parts which I would upgrade on it. Obviously upgrade your front and rear sprocket, upgrade your chain set, because the normal chain does rust. This is a stock chain, and it is rusting like hell, and I have oiled that every single week. Obviously if you're pulling wheelies and that, your chain will go slack, which mine, yep, really slack, I need to change that. But it's worth upgrading the chain, it's worth upgrading the sprockets, it's worth upgrading the levers, the handlebars, the mirrors. That's just about it. That's the only things I would really upgrade. If you want to go further, upgrade your filter, upgrade your main jets, your pilot jets, and obviously you can upgrade things like a tail tidy. On mine I haven't got a tail tidy. I've literally just cut the bottom of it off. Not bothered about a tail tidy. And yeah, it is a really good bike. I mean, I could start it up now, show you what the actual exhaust system sounds like. I did this in the previous video, but yeah, show you in case you're not seeing that. Start it on, electric start. Wheels fall off. So that's like the idle sound, so it's nice. When you give it a little bit of revs. So So that's the sound of a normal, that's the sound of the actual exhaust, Lextech. It is good. And as far as going on to an advanced, more review now of what I've been doing, since riding it, there has been a couple of problems. Basically, when it rains a lot, or when you wash your bike, you've got to make sure you just upgrade your spark plug cap, honestly, because if you don't, water will get in it and your bike will be really hard to start. And one of the things is the regulator. I did a video which was Sinnis problems. My bike wouldn't start when it got cold or when it got wet, and I had to bump start the bike, and it was the regulator. So the thing with the regulator, just try and keep it dry, try and keep it in good condition. It's as you can see here, when you're turning it that, the mudguard, it does its job, but there's holes here, water comes, I don't know why it's got holes in it, water comes straight through here, goes into your regulator, and then your bike has trouble starting. So that is one thing which I would say to Sinnis. I know you have to have it open because it does get hot, but find a different place for it, because water just goes straight to it and then it's hard to start the bike. So unfortunately you can't put a cover over it because it just gets in the way and you need it to keep cool. But yeah, the regulator, that's the only problem I've had with it. Well, the regulator and the rear brake cylinder, they're just the only things wrong with it. But if you know about bikes, you know what you're doing anyway. You can take the regulator off, you can just clean the little bits of it. If you have to upgrade a regulator and get a new one, you're only looking at about £30 for it. Good thing about these bikes is the parts what you want are cheap and they're not crappy quality, they are really good quality. Like, the thing with Sinnis, Spice Mama knows everything in his video, the plastics are flexible, we're not going to snap, they'll just bend. So, you look at that, they just bend, which is brilliant. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can upgrade to it. As far as a stock bike, it is a really good bike. I love the bike. Coming from a guy who's rode a WR125X before, the WR125X is a better bike. It is a faster bike, it's got more power in it. But if you're on a budget, Sinnis Apache, you get the same type of bike for a lower price. Obviously you're losing a bit of speed, but you're only losing 10 miles per hour if that. It has got the power in there. Obviously it's not as powerful as a WR, but I mean you can get the front end up easy as out, and the front suspension is an upgrade anyway, because for WR you don't have upside down forks, so this you're getting them from stock. Your rear monoshock, I'd say the rear monoshock on this is better than the WR. The other thing I would actually replace is the wheels. From stock, the nylon wheels. I don't know what the wheels are going to be from a new bike, but the stock wheels are nylon, and when they get wet you will slide about, so upgrade the tyres straight away. I have ordered some of mine which are going to be the Michelin Pilot Street, I think they're called. And they're like full on rubber. I'm having 140 on the back and 130 on the front, whereas at the moment it's 130, 120. No, it's 120 and 130, so I'm going to do 140, 130. So yeah, it's a really good bike, guys. I hope you enjoy the review. If you've got any questions about the bike or any questions about the exhaust system or any other upgrades that you can do to it, let me know in the comments section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, if you've got the bike, guys, and you want to let me know your opinion on it, let me know as well. And as usual, help the channel grow. Like, share, comment and subscribe. Until next time.